You bring the barrel-aged double IPA, and we'll bring the Imperial pint glass. Let's get back to another round of Brewsday Tuesday with DreZ and Huck.
It's nice when that rejoin plays, and it actually is something similar. Last time that one played, we were drinking seltzers on here, Phil. So
yeah,
this makes me a little happier to be popping this top.
We will literally drink anything. We drank some 1980 JR beer. We regretted it immediately. JR, it's a Dallas was a TV show in 1980.
Oh, okay.
J.R. Ewing had a beer.
And
yeah,
he's
got a can right there.
I just picked it up to show you because we had another can still unopened.
I've got one too.
But it does seem to be expelling something because this was stuck to the counter.
Mercy.
So.
Mercy.
We'll save that one for a rainy day. It is Brewsday Tuesday, brought to you by the Cellar Restaurant, Six-Pack Store in downtown Blacksburg. We have Phil Wages Brewing Company out there in West Plains, Missouri. One of the stops that me and BB made on our big RV trip. I know, Huck, you were actually curious about asking Phil a little bit about the other side of the Harvest Host, which is how we, found you guys. And we will do that shortly after I pour this beer that I just popped. I have the BA Quad. It's all handwritten, just silver cans here. BA Quad 2019. Phil, what am I pouring in this glass? What am I in store for?
That is our barrel-aged Belgian quad. We aged it in a bourbon barrel. I think it was the second use in that barrel. First would, of course, been bourbon. Second would have been our Russian Imperial Stout. And third is what you're enjoying right now. Okay. So it'd be super oaky because it was in that barrel for a year and 10 months.
Okay, and then and what did you pour, Huck? Because I think it's the same barrel, huh?
That was like elephant gestation. Sorry, I digress. I'm drinking the BA Russian 2019.
Yeah.
Is that the one
that might have well been in the barrel before the quad.
So you guys use the same barrel?
Yeah, they get reused until there's a certain point where something goes south. Usually it gets sour, and then we dedicate that barrel to the sour beers.
Yeah, I was going to say, and then it's a sour barrel aged. Yeah.
But the bourbon people only use them one time.
Yeah. Bourbon you get once, and then and then they give it to breweries and places that make scotch and whatnot.
Did you get any of the Jameson brewery barrels they were handing out?
Oh my gosh!
Not yet, but I would gladly take them.
You should contact them. They give them out all the time. It's the thing.
I don't know if yours is the same, dude, but the nose on this is amazing.
No, mine's pretty much just standard.
Okay,
barrel.
You're gonna love smelling this
Russian
one, man. Oh my
Imperial
gosh!
Stout. I mean, like
right off the bat, I give the nose of this beer a 5. But
ABV. Any clue?
On the quad, we're looking at 12 to 14%.
Yeah,
yeah.
It's gonna be a good day.
You should probably win something on the radio later today. I'm calling in. What's the
everyone's a winner?
Russian Imperial, what's it at?
Ooh.
I think the Russian Imp is around 10 to 12%.
Yeah, it tastes like it, but it's not boozy at all. That's really good. So what size system you brewing on?
One barrel. That's 31.5 gallons.
Yeah, I think I know what it is. There's a guy in Galapagos that's brewing on a because they're metric, slightly more than one barrel system. And he can't make enough beer. I mean, he works night and day. It's hilarious. But he always invites me back. Oh, you froze. We losing you
again? I can say that on the radio. Oh.
Yeah. Oh yeah, he's kind of freezing a little bit, Phil. Hopefully it'll catch back up. But yeah, I mean, Phil, it is a bit of a smaller operation.
I'm still here. Can you hear me?
I got you. We got you. It is a small town, right? So I mean, yep. Oh boy.
And there I lost you.
Oh, no, I got you. We got you.
You'll be back.
I can hear you. The video's frozen, but we can hear you at least, or at least it seemed like that. Worst case, if you're still having issues, you can dial back in and we can BS a little bit in the meantime.
We're good at that.
Yeah, absolutely.
So how big was the town? Do you remember, DreZ?
So I'm trying to think of
12,000 people.
Oh, that's not that small.
Yeah. Well, that's
a good sized town.
12,000.
I know. We got you.
We got you back. You're in, you're out.
But yeah, I mean, we didn't do much else besides we went for a run and we drink beer at Wages. That was pretty much that was our extent of our time there.
There, you're back, I think.
You're back, but he's muted. So now you gotta
Unmute.
unmute that bad boy there, Phil.
There we are.
There you go. Awesome.
Perfect.
Sounding good.
So is it a flat town or are there mountains in Missouri?
Yeah,
I don't
it
remember.
was pretty flat, from what I recall.
When you're in town, that's why it's called West Plains. But we're in the Ozarks. We've got hills, and I wouldn't really call them mountains, but some small mountains.
I'm a kayak guy. You got any good rivers?
Oh my God, that's the thing you do. You get on the river.
Okay.
Everybody's floating, kayaking. It's big.
Yeah, I don't want to die. I'm more the floater guy.
Yep.
The kayak. Oh, give me some white water. Kind of like beige water is good for me. It doesn't have to be white.
Another thing I remember, because I remember we played some fun games. I mean, typical breweries, they got the games, but you guys, I think, then you also do trivia or like karaoke. You had some fun stuff going on that we were like a day away from, which was a bit of a bummer. But one thing that I do remember was you had some sort of a beer that was like in conjunction with like a foundation that had something to do with like Chris Cornell or something.
Oh yeah. In fact, we're just about to release version 2 of that. It's called We Miss You Cornell Pale Ale. And it's mostly just to help raise awareness for mental health issues and suicide prevention in the case of the version 2. I don't think that Chris Cornell committed suicide, but I'm not naive. But so we're just trying to, we put it out there and we tell people it's okay to not be okay, and we got a good response from it. We're also going to donate some of the money from the sales of the first batch and this new one that's about to come out. That's going to help bring a guy to town. I think his name is Kevin Hines, and he actually jumped off the Golden Gate Bridge and survived. So now he goes around and he's like a motivational speaker, and he tells people, what their options are, and then it's okay to talk about what's bothering you and all that kind of thing. So yeah, we do that beer to help raise awareness.
I'm going to say something that's, it's meant to be funny, so don't take it wrong. It's just like a guy quit smoking. All of a sudden he wants everybody else to quit smoking. Sorry.
Well, I mean,
sorry.
No, it's true. It's true.
I guess he figured it wasn't as good that's what it's like. A friend of mine, not a friend, a guy I knew, but my friend was with him, committed suicide. He said the guy, was really messed up and sad. He put a gun to his head, and his last words were, "I shouldn't have done that." So there you go. That's Huck's version of don't do that.
Yeah. It's a shame. It's no good. Yeah. So, but that's cool that you're doing. Do you do any other brews like that for like causes and stuff?
Yeah. We actually have a beer that's going on tap today. Not necessarily a cause, but the chancellor at the local university that I graduated from, and he's done a lot for the community. We did a special beer for his retirement, and he's actually moving out of town in the next week. So we rebrewed the beer again as a farewell.
Nice.
Then we brewed
Pit Boss English Mild. We did that for a casino night, which benefits the local Boys and Girls Club. So we just try to do stuff like that whenever we can.
That's great, man.
So I see independent brewers. Have you been to the Great American Beer Festival or sent any beer?
Yeah, we've got actually our honorary Mexican Cerveza is in the competition, and we did a Maybach back in May. We submitted that one. So fingers crossed we get some gold. We'll take silver too. I mean, bronze ain't bad either.
Good luck to you.
That's next month, right?
I believe so.
October?
September, October. I didn't really look.
It is. Okay.
I don't think it's in person again. So
it's all,
yeah,
we're doing it again.
virtual again.
That's a bummer. But all right, so let's get to the Harvest Host, because that's how I found you guys, was on Harvest Host. For those that RV and stuff, it's like wineries and breweries where you can just pop on by and stake it out for the night. So I know you have some questions for him about that?
Oh, we talked about it a little bit. I just asked about it from his end. Go ahead and tell him what you told me, if you don't mind.
If you're not frozen.
He's frozen. So I'll tell you what he told me.
Yeah.
He said they've had 60 some people, and they get good references.
Yeah. Is that
fair?
Do you concur?
It's cutting out on us again.
Yeah.
Yeah. But we're about to the point where we're going to judge you again. You might not want to hear it. No.
Yeah, I think that's how we know that the segment's about done, is when
I'm not sure what the question.
No, just what's your experience with Harvest Host?
I love it. A guy came in and recruited me to be a host 6 months ago, and It's great. I just phone, I click approve. People had a single problem with any of them actually. So they just stay here, and then they're obliged to come spend money, and they enjoy the beers. We have a nice conversation, and then they go on their way.
It's a win-win. That's how I met Phil.
That's how you met Phil.
And the rest is history.
Yeah.
In fact, I've got a repeat. My first repeat is today.
Oh,
Nice.
that's awesome, man. Well, hopefully we get to repeat as well, man. Next time we're out there on the RV trip heading Missouri way, we'll definitely pop back in, man.
You got
It was
an
a great-
outlet?
You got power?
I mean,
Not
we're-
It was good though. Like, I mean, it was nice and flat. That was one of the things I was worried about because this was after
After your
the
leveling
auto
system.
levelers gave out. So luckily we were able to find a nice
This is not
flat
even like
spot.
it's like not even first world problems. It's even worse. You know,
Yeah.
the Winnebago guy's going, I couldn't level my unit. It was a horrible
Sorry,
week.
I'm on a meeting.
Yeah. Anywho, well, how you feeling? Let's go ahead and untap these beers.
All right.
I think Phil had a customer that just popped in there. So how you feeling about the what was it? The barrel aged Russian
Yeah,
2019. So it was in there a while. Like I think he was saying, he kept them in there for a good while.
This is
Marinating.
This is really, really a big beer. You
Yeah.
know what Huck likes?
Big beers.
Really, really big beers. So this is a 5. This is so smooth. I don't know what the barrel gave it just enough texture, but I really see when he said he's following old Rasputin. This is tastes like a barrel aged old Rasputin. That's what it tastes like.
That's awesome.
It's very yummy. 5.
Definitely. And I'm right there with you, man. Like I was out of the whole pack, this Imperial pack. This was the one I was most excited for, a barrel aged quad. I love barrel aged beers. I love quads.
Yeah, barrel aged quad
the best of both
one
worlds.
of the best of the Belgians, in my opinion. I can't wait to taste it.
There's no question. And frankly, I know, I'm sure yours is good, but I can almost guarantee you mine's better.
Well,
Just from the nose
I'll give it
alone.
a 5 then.
Well, yeah, that's as high as it goes. Is I can give it a 5 on the Untapped scale. Well, what else can you do?
That's right.
Phil, we unfortunately lost
he's
once
gone
again.
again.
So this worked.
We loved Phil till the end. Then we let him go.
It was half.
Phil had to go.
It half worked. It half worked.
Had to go.
All right. Well, that's a wrap on Brewsday Tuesday. Next week.
Who knows?
Okay.
We'll
There
talk
you
about
go.
that next week.
We will discuss it amongst ourselves, and then we'll let you guys know. Brewsday Tuesday. Huck, as always, man, appreciate you coming in.
Phil's back.
Oh, is Phil back?
We were just trying to decide what we're going to do next week, Phil.
Hey, can I hear you now?
Hey, there you are.
But we're wrapping it up.
We were just wrapping it up because we lost you.
And you're still only half here.
Any last words? Last words. Give it a shot.
Not getting it.
All right.
No.
Great radio. Great radio, ladies and gentlemen. Tune in next week for more Brewsday Tuesday on 105.3 The
Doing the
Bear.
best we can.